Are you an older man who sometimes wonders what younger women truly appreciate but rarely admit? Maybe you've had conversations that felt like they were going well, only for them to fizzle out. Or perhaps you've sensed a certain warmth from a younger woman but weren't sure what you said that made her light up. The truth is, younger women do have things they love hearing from older men, things that make them feel safe, valued, and genuinely interested. But they won't always come out and say it. It's not about flashy words or trying to impress. It's about understanding what makes a woman feel seen, heard, and appreciated. A younger woman who admires an older man isn't necessarily looking for someone to shower her with compliments or tell her what she already hears from others. She's looking for authenticity, confidence, and depth. The things that truly stick with her are often the things she wouldn't expect to hear, but once she does, they make an impact. Right now, you might be wondering, what are these things? And why don't younger women openly admit they love hearing them? That's exactly what we're about to uncover. But first, let's talk about why this matters. When a younger woman is drawn to an older man, it's often because he carries himself differently. He's been through more, learned more, and isn't chasing the approval of every person in the room. He has a calm, quiet confidence. But the mistake many older men make is assuming they need to either act younger to relate or hold back because they fear being seen as out of touch. Neither of these approaches works. What works is speaking from a place of wisdom and authenticity, saying the things that matter most, not just the things you think she wants to hear. Think about this. Have you ever had a conversation where you said something, and you could see the way her eyes softened? The way she suddenly leaned in a little closer? Maybe she didn't come right out and say, "That was exactly what I needed to hear." But you could feel it. That's what we're talking about here, the words and messages that resonate deeply but aren't always acknowledged outright. So let's get into it. The first thing younger women love to hear from older men is simple, yet so powerful: "I respect your intelligence." Too often, younger women feel like they have to prove themselves, especially in conversations with older men. Maybe they've been dismissed before, treated as if their thoughts weren't fully formed or their ideas weren't as valuable. But when an older man looks her in the eye and genuinely acknowledges her intelligence without condescension, without surprise, just pure respect, it means the world. It's not about flattery. It's about validation. A younger woman may not say, "Wow, I really needed to hear that." But internally, she will feel an instant connection to a man who sees her as more than just her looks or her age. And that's a connection that lasts. The second thing is something that most men overlook completely. You don't have to prove anything to me. Younger women, whether in relationships, careers, or social situations, often feel immense pressure to prove themselves, prove they are mature, prove they are capable, prove they belong. When an older man acknowledges that she is enough as she is, that she doesn't need to constantly justify herself, it creates a sense of ease that she rarely experiences elsewhere. Now, here's the key. It's not just about saying these things, it's about meaning them. A younger woman can tell when a man is just saying something to gain favor versus when he truly believes it. That's why confidence and authenticity matter so much. The third thing younger women love to hear, but won't always admit, is this: you have a unique way of looking at things. This is different from simply saying, "You're smart." This is about recognizing her perspective as valuable, as something fresh and insightful. Younger women often feel like they are talked down to, or that their views aren't taken seriously. When an older man genuinely engages with her ideas, asks follow-up questions, and shows curiosity about how she sees the world, she feels an instant shift in the dynamic. Have you ever noticed that the people we are drawn to the most are the ones who make us feel the most seen? It's not about saying something extravagant, it's about saying something real. The fourth thing is something so simple, yet it has an incredibly powerful effect: I admire your ambition. Ambition isn't always about career success, it's about the fire inside a person. Maybe she has dreams she's working toward, goals that others dismiss. When an older man recognizes that drive and respects it, it fuels her in ways she may not even express out loud. It tells her that she is capable and that her passion matters. But here's where many older men get it wrong. They think they have to be the one giving advice all the time. They think younger women want to be taught, led, or guided. But often, what she really wants is to be acknowledged, not as someone who still has to learn everything, but as someone who is already walking her path with strength. The fifth thing a younger woman loves hearing from an older man: I feel at ease around you. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly meaningful. Many younger women feel like they have to be on all the time, constantly performing, constantly meeting expectations. When an older man expresses that he simply enjoys her company, without expectation or pressure, it creates a comfort that is rare. The sixth thing is this: you have a great sense of humor. This is deeper than just laughing at her jokes. It's about recognizing her wit, her timing, the way she sees the world. It's about showing her that she brings something special to the conversation. And finally, the seventh thing, perhaps the most important of all: I respect the choices you make for yourself. This one is huge. Younger women are often told what they should or shouldn't do, how they should or shouldn't live. When an older man expresses respect for her autonomy, it builds a trust that is rare. It tells her that she is seen as an individual, not just as someone following a prescribed path. Now, as you've listened to these 7 things, think about how they apply to your own conversations. Have you ever said these things before? Have you held back, thinking they might not matter? Because the truth is, they matter more than you know. Younger women won't always admit it, but these words carry weight. They create connection, trust, and genuine appreciation. So here's what you need to do next. The next time you're in a conversation with a younger woman, pay attention, listen, engage, and most importantly, be authentic. Because when your words come from a place of sincerity, they won't just be words. They'll be something she remembers. Have you ever wondered what truly makes a younger woman admire and appreciate an older man? Not just in passing, not just as a fleeting attraction, but in a way that she would never openly admit? You see, there's a secret language of admiration, an unspoken list of things younger women love to hear from older men, things that touch their emotions in ways they may never fully express. It's easy to assume that younger women are drawn to youth, to flashy confidence, to superficial charm, but the truth runs much deeper than that. Beneath the surface, there are 7 things that, when said by an older man, spark admiration, interest, and even respect in ways that few ever realize. And if you pay close attention, you'll find that the key to unlocking these connections isn't about trying to be someone you're not, it's about understanding what truly resonates with them on an emotional level. The world today is full of distractions, quick judgments, and surface-level interactions. People swipe left, scroll past, and move on before they ever take the time to truly connect. And that's why this matters. Because when an older man knows what to say, when he understands the power behind his words, he doesn't just catch her attention, he leaves an impression that lingers long after the conversation ends. You might be thinking, why does this even matter? It matters because deep down, everyone wants to be understood. Everyone wants to feel seen, valued, and appreciated for who they really are. And when you, as an older man, understand how to speak in a way that reaches beyond the surface, you create a connection that is real, that is meaningful, that is unforgettable. Imagine this. You're in a conversation with a younger woman, and instead of the usual small talk, she leans in a little closer. She's listening, not just hearing your words, but truly listening. Why? Because you've just said something that resonates with her on a level she never expected. Something that makes her feel understood. Something that sets you apart from every other man in the room. So, what are these 7 things? And why do they matter so much? The first one is simple, yet powerful. When you tell her, "I respect how hard you work," you are validating her effort, her ambition, her drive. In a world where many younger women feel underestimated, where they're constantly proving themselves, hearing this from an older man is like a breath of fresh air. It's not about flattery, it's about recognition. And when a younger woman feels recognized by you, she begins to see you in a different light. The second thing, you have a unique way of looking at the world. Think about how rare that is to hear. In a society that often pressures people to conform, to follow trends, to think a certain way, being told that she has a unique perspective is a deeply personal compliment. It tells her that you see her for who she really is, not just how she presents herself to the world, but the way her mind works, the way she perceives life, and that is something she will never forget. The third, I admire your independence. This is crucial. Many younger women fear that older men will try to control them or assume they need guidance. But when you express admiration for her independence, you're showing that you respect her autonomy. You're not trying to shape her, you're appreciating who she already is. And that creates a powerful sense of trust. Then there's the fourth. You make me think in ways I haven't before. Do you realize how impactful this is? It's one thing to compliment someone's looks. It's another to make them feel intellectually stimulating. When you tell her that she challenges your thinking, that she opens your mind to new ideas, you are giving her a compliment that goes beyond anything superficial. And that is magnetic. The fifth thing, you have incredible emotional depth. This is something she might not hear often, especially in a world where quick interactions often lack substance. When you acknowledge her emotional intelligence, when you recognize that she has depth, that she feels deeply, that she processes the world in a profound way, you're telling her that you see beyond the surface, and that makes you stand out from the rest. Number 6, I feel at ease around you. This is a game changer. Many younger women assume that older men are constantly evaluating them, constantly assessing whether they fit into a certain mold. But when you tell her that she makes you feel comfortable, that she creates a sense of ease in your life, you are giving her a gift because you're showing her that she is enough just as she is, that there is nothing she needs to prove, nothing she needs to change, and that is rare. And finally, number 7, you are going to do incredible things in life. This is about belief, encouragement, vision. When an older man looks at a younger woman and sees her potential, when he verbalizes that belief, it ignites something inside her. It gives her confidence. It makes her feel supported in a way that is both inspiring and deeply personal. And that is unforgettable. Now, you might be wondering, how do you say these things in a way that feels natural? That doesn't come across as scripted or forced. The key is authenticity. These words only have power when they are genuine, when they come from a place of true appreciation. So, the next time you're in a conversation with a younger woman, pay attention, listen deeply, see her for who she really is, and when the moment feels right, speak from that place of understanding. Because here's the truth. Younger women might never openly admit it, but these words matter. They touch something deeper than surface compliments. They create connections that are real, that are meaningful, that are lasting. And when you learn to speak in a way that resonates with them, you unlock something powerful, not just in them, but in yourself as well. This passage is about the importance of authenticity in communication, particularly when speaking to younger women. It emphasizes that words carry real power only when they are spoken sincerely and from a place of genuine appreciation. Breaking it down, the importance of authenticity. One, that the passage begins by addressing a potential concern how to express thoughts naturally, without sounding scripted or artificial. 2. It highlights that the key to effective communication is authenticity. In other words, words must be real and heartfelt to have any real impact. The power of genuine appreciation. 1. The message suggests that appreciation should not be forced or mechanical. 2. True appreciation only exists when it stems from a deep understanding and recognition of the person being spoken to. The role of active listening. 1. The passage encourages the reader to pay attention during conversations. 2. Listening deeply means truly hearing and understanding the other person, rather than just waiting for a turn to speak. 3. Recognizing someone's individuality, seeing who she really is emphasized as crucial to building a meaningful connection. Speaking at the right moment. 1. Instead of rushing to say something just to fill the silence. The passage encourages waiting for the right moment to speak. 2. Words carry the most weight when they are delivered from a place of true understanding and connection. Why these words matter to younger women. 1. The passage makes an interesting point. Younger women might not admit it openly, but certain words resonate deeply with them. 2. This suggests that even if they don't express it outwardly, genuine words of appreciation can leave a lasting impact. Beyond surface-level compliments. 1. The text draws a distinction between meaningful words and shallow compliments. 2. While surface-level flattery may be momentarily pleasing, real, heartfelt words create deeper connections. The mutual benefit of genuine expression. 1. The final part of the passage makes an important point. Authentic communication benefits both parties. 2. When someone speaks with honesty and sincerity, it doesn't just make the listener feel seen and valued, it also unlocks something within the speaker. 3. The act of expressing oneself genuinely fosters personal growth and deeper relationships. Overall message. The passage conveys that authenticity, deep listening, and speaking from the heart are the most effective ways to connect with younger women or anyone. For that matter, words have power, but only when they come from a place of truth and understanding. When communication is real and meaningful, it strengthens not just the listener, but also the speaker, creating a lasting and profound impact.